Hi there. If you're over state pension age, this guide explains how pension credit can increase your income and what additional support for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm from My Tax Accountant, and today we're going to talk about something incredibly important, yet so often overlooked: pension credit. We're going to show you exactly how it can unlock thousands of pounds in extra help. Right, let's kick things off with a number that might just shock you: £4,300. Now, that's the average amount that, according to the government's own figures, thousands of eligible pensioners are missing out on every single year. I mean, that's a staggering amount of money, and it really shows the huge gap between the support that's available and the people who need it most. So, why is this happening? Well, it's because pension credit is one of the UK's most underclaimed benefits. But here's the thing: it's not just a simple top-up. You should think of it like a master key. Even if you only get a small amount, claiming it unlocks a whole host of other financial support that can help with your biggest household costs. So what exactly is this master key? How on earth does it work? And most importantly, who is it for? Let's break it all down. Okay, at its most basic level, pension credit is a tax-free, means-tested benefit. Its entire job is to make sure people over state pension age have a guaranteed minimum income. Now, it's really important to note you can still be working, you can own your home, and you don't need a specific national insurance record to be eligible. It's made up of two parts, which we'll look at right now. So it's broken down into two parts: guarantee credit and savings credit. Guarantee credit is the main one, and it basically acts as a safety net, topping up your income to a set minimum level. Savings credit is a bit different. It's what's known as a legacy benefit. It's an extra little payment for people who reached state pension age before April 6, 2016 and had managed to save a bit for their retirement. Right, this is really the heart of it all for the 2026 to 27 tax year. The guarantee credit makes sure that a single person has a minimum weekly income of £238 and a couple has £363.25. So if your income from your pensions or anything else falls below that, guarantee credit literally tops it up. And you can see these figures have gone up by 4.8%, which is in line with earnings growth. But wait, it doesn't stop there. The support is cleverly tailored to your personal situation. For example, if you're a carer, you could get an extra £48 and 15 week a day. If you have a severe disability, that's an extra £86 and £5. And get this, if both partners in a couple qualify for that, it doubles to over £172 a week. Now let's talk about savings. This is a big one. So many people just assume that because they have some savings, they're automatically disqualified from claiming. Well, that is absolutely not the case. The rules are actually much more generous than you might think. That's right, the first £10,000 of your savings and investments is completely 100% disregarded. It just doesn't count towards the means test at all. This means you can have a decent nest egg tucked away and still be fully eligible for pension credit. Okay, so what about savings over that £10,000 mark? Well, the Department for Work and Pensions uses something called tariff income. Basically, for every £500 you have over the limit, they assume you have £1 of extra weekly income. Let's make that simple. Say you have £12,000 in savings. Well, only the £2,000 over the limit counts. That's 4 lots of £500, which means they'll only add £4 to your weekly income for the means test. See? Not so scary. All right, let's move on to the first major door that this master key unlocks. For most of us, housing is our single biggest expense, and this is where pension credit provides some serious help. Now, for a big question, could your council tax bill actually be reduced to zero? I know it might sound too good to be true, but for many pensioners, the answer is a resounding yes. And getting pension credit is the most direct way to make that happen. This is what's known as a passported benefit, and it's one of the most valuable ones out there. If you get the guarantee credit part of pension credit, you're entitled to the maximum level of council tax support. For pensioners, that's a national rule that can mean 100% discount. Now, that's totally different from schemes for working age people, where councils often ask for a contribution. With the average Band D council tax bill in England over £2,200, wiping that cost out is just a huge relief. And the support doesn't stop with council tax, not at all. If you're a renter, getting guarantee credit means you could also get housing benefit, which could cover your full rent. And if you own your home, you're not left out. You could be eligible for something called Support for Mortgage Interest, or SMI. This is a loan which you pay back when the house is sold, but it provides a vital safety net to help you stay in your own home. So the next set of doors this key unlocks leads to support that's fundamental to your well-being. We're talking about help with NHS costs and the crucial assistance you need to keep your home warm, especially during those cold winter months. Just have a look at these figures. If you claim guaranteed credit, you automatically get full help with NHS costs. The most complex dental treatment? Over £330, but for you it would be free. An eye test? Free. Vouchers towards glasses? You get them. And of course, all your NHS prescriptions are completely free of charge. This can honestly save hundreds, if not thousands of pounds a year. Keeping warm in winter is a huge worry for so many. Well, Pension Headit unlocks a trio of fantastic support schemes. You'll be prioritised for the warm home discount. That's £150 rebate on your electricity bill. You'll also automatically get cold weather payments. That's £25 for every week of sustained freezing weather in your area. And of course, you're still eligible for the annual winter fuel payment. The best part? These are often triggered automatically once you're on the system. And here's another great perk that a lot of people don't know about. A TV license now costs £180 a year. But if you are age 75 or over and you get any amount of pension credit, you're entitled to a completely free TV license. It's another simple but really significant saving. Now, this chart really shows the long-term commitment to supporting pensioners. You can see how that minimum guarantee has gone up and up over the years, with some big jumps to reflect high inflation, and now it's rising in line with earnings. It just shows that this is a core protected part of the UK's welfare system. So we've seen what pension credit is and the absolutely incredible support it unlocks. The big question is, how do you actually claim it? Well, the application process is probably more straightforward than you think. Look, if we break it down into these 3 simple steps, it's so much more manageable. First, just do a quick eligibility check. You can pop onto the government's website and use their calculator, or just call the claim line for a chat. Second, get your information together. And third, make the application. The phone claim is often the quickest way, as someone can fill the form in with you right there on the line. To apply, you'll just need a few key details ready. So that's your national insurance number, some info about your income and savings, and your bank account details. Having all that handy will make the application process much, much smoother. Okay, now for a professional tip that so many people miss, and it can make a huge difference to your first payment. It is all about timing. Right. You are allowed to backdate your claim by up to 3 months. What this means is if you became eligible 3 months ago, but you only applied today, you can ask for the claim to start from that earlier date. If that's successful, you could get a lump sum payment to cover that entire 3-month period. So please, whatever you do, do not delay your application. Wow, we have covered a huge amount of ground. So let's finish up by recapping the most important points and explaining how we at My Tax Accountant can support you through this. If you take one thing away from this today, let it be this. Change how you think about pension credit. Don't see it as just a few pounds a week. You've got to see it as the master key that unlocks a whole system of financial help worth thousands, covering your council tax, your housing, your health, and your heating. And this is the final thought we want to leave you with. Given how underclaimed it is, the chances are pretty high that you or someone you know, a parent, a grandparent, a friend, or a neighbor, could be eligible and is missing out right now. Please just take a moment to check for yourself and maybe encourage others to do the same. If you're feeling a bit unsure about your eligibility or you just want to plan your wider retirement finances, our team is here to help. You can get in touch by phone or email for professional guidance. And please do subscribe for more practical explainers just like this one. And just a final important note. This explainer is for general guidance only. Tax and benefit rules can and do change, and everything depends on your individual circumstances. So please do seek professional advice that's tailored to your situation. Thank you for joining us.